born September 21, 1921, and I am now 104 and a half. I try to paint every morning because it's important to have a continuity in painting. My dreams are what is called lucid dreams, and I can make an entire movie and provide all the language that goes with it. It's a very interesting, but sometimes very annoying part of my life. I get dreams that won't quit. It just, and then, and but, and they can continue for quite a while. I had a dream, sometimes I get stuck underground and can't find my way out, and those I don't like very much. I lived in the Palouse at least 60 years. It was very good and not so good. It was contradictory. The university wanted grades, quantifiable grades, and art is not always quantifiable. But I had some very good students from all over the country, and I learned a lot from them. The rolling hills of the Palouse are quite beautiful, and they're quite paintable. I did a very large painting of it. That's a good painting.
So how do you know when it's good, and how do you know when it's done?
You don't. I often had to be told by my wife to stop, or you'll ruin it. And I took her advice and saved some very good paintings. We were married 40 years, and we happened to enjoy the same things. And everything we did together. And of course, we influenced each other in painting in a good way, and very supportive. This was a favorite walk for my wife and I, and there are some benches down below, and we would sit in one and just look in front of us and not think about anything, just look. And various configurations came into view and into our consciousness that we would have missed had we not done that. She's always here, but it was a very intense grief that I experienced. But, oh yeah, see, we'll always be close. Well, I fortunately had a very open-ended approach to painting, so that one thing could lead to another and another. sometimes I would start with an idea that was very definite, and I immediately had to erase it and start again. I learned to form a partnership with my painting, and my painting could indicate what it needed. It could indicate something that didn't work. And lately I've had fun with paintings that went belly up, and so I painted over them. And if that didn't work, I painted over that. And some of my most interesting paintings, I painted over maybe 4, 5, 6 times until the paint film became quite thick. And some of my best paintings came out of failed painting.
What would you tell people when they're looking at your work? How would you direct them to look at it?
Just stand and look at the painting. Don't look for something, but just look at it. If you're looking for something, you're looking for something you're familiar with. And if you don't find it, you don't like what you're looking at. And that's a huge, huge problem with learning to like painting.
What do artists provide of value to the rest of us?
Oh, that's a big question. No, I think it keeps us from getting stuck in our conventions. This is the right way, and that's the wrong way. We are us, and you are them. This dichotomy that we get into that stops really imagining other solutions, other ways of dealing with things, other ways of looking at things.
So one thing I'm noticing is that you don't treat this as very precious.
Oh, no. Whoops. That's another way you can paint. I have trouble now because I can't hear so well, which makes it a little more difficult to speak, and my eyesight is not so good, but I've made a positive thing out of it. Having really sharp eyes makes everything too clear in a way. You don't see the main shapes. I'm just going to try to be positive, and I'm going to try to get going on some painting, and that means just doing it.